All right. So this is the article Kendall sent me. It's talking about the tariffs. I mean, obviously today we had a new update. It's always going to be an update with this guy. Every single day is going to be something. But tariffs have went up. I think Fox put up a clip that was showing everything, and we'll play that video also. This is on CNBC. It doesn't have to be this way. Canada, Mexico, China, the EU respond to Trump's tariffs. It seems like every week we're talking about tariffs. Trump on Saturday signed an order imposing 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada, as well as 10% duty on China. In response, Canadian Prime Minister announced retaliatory tariffs of 25% against $155 billion of U.S. goods. Let's just do the math real quick. 155 times 0.25. So it'll put us up to 100. It'll go from 155 billion a year to roughly 190, up to 193. Yep, 193. So we'll go up from 155 billion with Canada up to 193 billion. So we're obviously not saving money. It's going to cost a little bit more. Mexico vowed retaliation, although the president did not reveal specifics. We got an update today. They're going to hold off 30 days on that. China, meanwhile, stopped short of an immediate escalation. While not targeted, trade tensions already simmer, with the EU prompted to weigh in on Trump's tariffs. U.S. President Donald J. Trump on Saturday imposed long-threatening tariffs on imposed imports from Canada, Mexico, and China. And it didn't take long for the countries to respond. Trump signed an order slapping 25% tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada and a 10% duty on Chinese imports due to start on Tuesday. Now, the thing about that 10%, everywhere else, we can fight back with that 25%, but that 10% on China, that is going to hit us the hardest just because 80% of their exports come to us. So that means every single thing we get is about to be ass kicking. Uh, Due to start on Tuesday for Mexico. Trump signed an order slapping 25% tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada, 10% on Chinese imports, due to start on Tuesday. Energy resources from Canada face a lower 10% tariff to minimize any disruptive effects we might have on gasoline and home heat and oil prices, according to senior administration officials. Now, if you are up in the northern states, New England, Michigan, Minnesota, this is going to probably draw your electricity to go up extremely high because Canada actually provides you guys with your electricity. So with this 25% on there, they're about to run it up on you. So even though I know we say black people, this ain't our fight, it is. It is because New York, New England areas, Detroit, all my people out there, Detroit Kings, shout out to my dog, OT, Brillo. This is going to be on y'all. When you're going to start seeing that going in effect on Tuesday, because Mexico, they stopped it. Canada, not so fast. So we're going to see how that goes. In an executive order, Trump said that if countries, the U.S. three largest trading partners, retaliate, it could be met with an increase or expand in scope of the duties already imposed. In a post on X, Trump said the duties have been imposed because of the major threat of illegal aliens and deadly drugs killing our citizens, including fentanyl. The U.S. does about 1.6 trillion in business each year with Canada, Mexico, and China. The tariffs are expected to be based on both bargaining chips and methods to affect foreign policy changes, specifically regarding immigration and drug trade issues by the Trump administration. Now, we did hear that Trump was talking about Andrew Jackson. Reactions from the three countries were swift and decisive, while others appeared to take more of a wait and see approach to Trump's tariffs. The EU is also watching how newly imposed tariffs will play out after Trump recently took aim at the EU. The EU is pretty well, yeah, pretty much from Portugal all the way over to Poland. Obviously, know Ukraine is trying to get in on there, but they're probably never going to because they're too corrupt. The UK is not part of the EU. The EU is basically like the United States of America. You can travel freely between European countries because that's their agreement. It's kind of each country. Well, yeah, each country is pretty much considered like a state within the EU. So you can travel between them. You still need your passport, but it's more free roam. You might not get a passport stamp in each country just because of that European agreement. So it's like you can go there. Like when I go to Amsterdam, no stamp. Spain, no stamp. Portugal, you do get a stamp. Uh, Ireland, obviously, you get one because that's not EU. That's part of the UK. Poland, you get a stamp. It's a couple of countries, but then again, I got a SOFA agreement, so most of the time they don't stamp mine. I won't say free to travel, but with being on the military base, you can go through all of it. The SOFA is like the status of forces agreement, pretty much saying we're over here working in Europe. So, saying if we get in any trouble, release us back to the Americans. The Americans will deal with us. More than like, well, if you're a military member, you'll get in trouble. If you're an American, you'll probably just lose your job and go back to the States. But it's kind of like I won't say a get out of jail free card, but it is a get out of jail free card. When I got locked up in Amsterdam, being part of SOFA, having a SOFA agreement, they had to release me because you can't get punished twice. So they released me back to the military, and then that's where I got in trouble at. So I spent a couple of nights in jail in Amsterdam. I get released, I go back to base. It ended up going to the embassy, and then from the embassy, it took from January to like May of 2014 before it got back to the base. They had to process all of it. Then I got in trouble on base, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. My leadership was cool. But that's just a little bit of the legal system behind the scenes. Don't go to jail or anything in Europe unless you're in like Denmark or Sweden or stuff, because it's lovely up there, man. You can live a good life. But Canada, the Canadian Prime Minister slapped retaliatory tariffs 25% against the 155 billion of U.S. goods soon after the Trump tariffs were announced. He said duties on $30 billion worth of U.S. goods will be imposed on Tuesday. So that's tomorrow. We're gonna look up the 30 billion of goods, Canada. Here we go. They're going to list right there. Oh, that's 2 minutes ago. All right. Okay. Imposed on Tuesday with tariffs on a further $125 billion worth of products are due to be introduced in 21 days to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek alternatives. Okay, so let's break this down. So Canada said $155 billion worth of goods from last year. That's how much they spent, was 155 on goods. Plus that 25% tariff is going to take us from 155 to put us at the 193. The $193 billion is what we're going to be paying. That 25% is about $40 billion. Then he said duties on $30 billion worth of US goods will be imposed on Tuesday with tariffs on the further. So, all right. So the whole 155 isn't getting tariffed up front. He said $30 billion of the 155 will be the first one. So that we got 30 billion that starts tomorrow. The other 125 billion, they're letting Canada, instead of putting tariffs on the goods coming over from America, they're doing the right thing. They're like, all right, listen, y'all got 21 days. Instead of getting it from America, try to get it from Mexico. See if China has it. So really what this is doing, it isn't bringing money to America. These countries are like, we already know whenever you implement a tariff, we, the people, the Americans, are paying for that. So these other countries aren't paying America. We're not making any money like Trump thinks we're making these other countries pay. No, the Americans are just putting the money in the pot. And then that makes you wonder, why are they trying to get rid of federal income tax? Because federal income tax, you're going to pay less than what you would pay on your tariff. Everything you pay is going to be getting hit with a tariff, and that 25% is going to be on top of everything. So the 5,000, let's just say the 5,000 you pay a year on income tax, you're going to spend about $7,000 to $8,000 over the year with inflation and those tariff costs, and it's going to be more money to the government. They're just trying to get rid of taxes so they can cover up all the shit that they're doing as billionaires. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Because us Americans, we're going to be paying this money. But these other countries said, you know what? Fuck America. We're going to go get our shit elsewhere. So now, guess what? Those tariffs aren't going to mean anything because nothing's coming in. So now we got a scarcity of products already here in the United States. These countries aren't going to send anything to America. We already know having shit built here in America is the most expensive shit in the world. So it's a lose-lose for the American citizen. It sounds good on paper. The government's going to be all right. They're federally funded. They can easily just open up a new budget. Well, it's not that easy. Congress obviously has to sign off on it, but when you have the majority, there's ways around it. But we're not winning with any of this. There's no way we're going to come out on top of this. Now, you see China, they only implemented 10%. Everybody also always talks about how Trump makes people fear him. When it comes to China, Russia, North Korea, he don't play all that shit that he's trying with Mexico and Canada. He don't do that with all of them because them motherfuckers got him in the pocket. He only puts 10% on them because he knows the majority of our shit comes from China. So it's just a little 10% just to, you know what I'm saying, just to throw a little jab at Xi. But it ain't no, we're doing 25%. It ain't none of that shit. And you see none of these countries are backing down. They laughing. Canada said, nigga, we gonna put 30 billion up front. Hey, y'all go get it somewhere else. We just not gonna fuck with America, which is gonna fuck us over because again, Canada plays a large part in giving electricity to our northern states. It's just wild shit, man. Just wild shit. 007? No, ain't no 007. I just be living, man. I just be living. All right. So 30 billion first. Then we got tariffs on the further 125 billion worth on the products are due to be introduced in 21 days to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to find alternatives. As we said, go to China, bypass America, go to Mexico, see if you can get a ship to come around that way, which is dumb, man. Like these are, does everyone with a passport, do you have your passport card? Does everyone have a passport card? You know, your passport card is only to go to Mexico and go to Canada because we're supposed to have open borders. Well, not open borders, but you know, we're supposed to be able to go through. We got the North American Treaty. We can go straight through, just like I can drive from Germany to France, no problem. That's what the passport card is for. Now, you can only use it in America. I keep mine with me because I use that as my ID, so I don't have to take like my military ID or anything with me. I use that as my ID when I'm out and about. But he's the one that started the free trade agreement when he was in office, only to backpedal on it. It just doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. Nah, you're not. Yeah, I mean, it's the Gulf of America, but you ain't driving out there. I hope not. Uh, like the American tariffs, our response will be also far-reaching and include everyday items such as American beer, wine, bourbon. Oh man, not the bourbon. Fruits and fruit juices, including orange juice. Man, I got a dozen. That's like the sexiest thing ever. I had this one woman hit me up this weekend. She said, Mo, what you doing? I said, nothing, counting these eggs. She said, damn, you got eggs? I said, you know, a whole dozen of them. Yeah, I got a whole dozen eggs in there just sitting there. They pretty too. I was Saturday morning I got up because I was supposed to get some shit delivered and Amazon called and they rescheduled. So I went to the grocery store. I got a dozen eggs. And I got a whole thing of OJ. I was looking in the refrigerator, like, damn, that looked good as hell. This lady hit me up. She said, Mo, what you doing? I said, counting a dozen eggs. What you doing? She said, damn, you balling. I said, sometimes you got to get it how you live. You know what I mean? What you like, scrambled? What you like, boiled? I got 12 options in there. What you want? What you want? Them cage-free eggs, too. Them the real deal right there. Them cage-free, stress-free eggs. Ooh, you hold it up to light, see straight through it. I said, ooh, them eggs. I was in there just, I'm like a mother hen. I was in there stroking them eggs. Ooh, I got a whole dozen eggs right here. Niggas is complaining about eggs. I got me a dozen eggs. Ooh, I was almost about to eat one. I said, no, I'm gonna save them for a little bit. I'm gonna save them for. I got a dozen eggs in the refrigerator right now. Them motherfuckers sitting there. Ooh, wee. Them dozen eggs just sitting in there. Cage free too. You know, you gotta do cage free. What up, DeMarcus? Hey, whenever a woman hit me up, hey Mo, you want to come through? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm a gentleman. You got eggs over there? If you ain't got eggs in the crib, no disrespect to anybody. You know we got to get our jokes off. But if you ain't got eggs in the crib, you living in poverty. I know the egg prices didn't went up, but you got to at least have a half a dozen for me to pull up. That lets me know who you are. If you ain't got a half a dozen eggs in the crib right now, oh, I can't pull up over there. No, how you living? I'd rather pull up. I'd rather pull up. They got cockroaches and rats at the house. You ain't got a half a dozen? Oh no, I can't. No, you ain't got a half a dozen. I ain't going over there. Hell no. When I pull up, I need to see. Okay, they got 1, 2. Oh, that's 5. Would you the 8 one? Oh no, it's over there. Okay, okay. You got a half a dozen at least. You ain't got a half a dozen. Don't. Who all over there? Everybody got a dozen? Shit. You got to have like. You remember you had to have that damn COVID card on you? You better have a goddamn live picture. You better put a goddamn webcam in your motherfucking refrigerator. If I ask you what kind of eggs you got? Oh, I ain't got no. Oh no, we can't even be having a conversation. I'm an uppity Negro. I'm an uppity egg nigga now. You know what I'm saying? I used to be called nigga little. Now I'm called nigga egg. Nigga egg here. Yeah, I got a whole dozen just sitting in there. Tomorrow when I come home and I'm waiting on my Amazon package because they had to reschedule, crack. I'm eating 2 eggs tomorrow, whipping them. Boy, but when we get down to a half a dozen, I gotta scale back because I ain't going to get no more eggs. Them shit was like $9. I ain't gonna lie to you, still expensive as hell. All right, so including orange juice, I got a whole thing orange juice in there with vegetables, perfume, clothing, and shoes. Let me find out you niggas is Kendrick Lamar and you wearing Canadian tux. Who's buying clothes from Canada? Who getting clothes from Canada and shoes from Canada? I'll be damn. The prime minister said in a press conference on Saturday evening it include major consumer products like household appliances, furniture, sports equipment, and materials like lumber and plastics, along with much more. Now they're talking about our stuff coming from America over there. So when I was talking about wearing Canadian clothes, it's American clothes. So like Nike, Adidas. I don't even know what else we wear, but those are American companies. Anything that's going over to Canada is going to cost more. Appliances. Addressing American citizens directly, he added, this is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people. Retaliatory tariffs are expected to further exacerbate price hikes in both U.S. and elsewise. The price of everything from cars and electronic to toys and food is expected to be impacted. It doesn't have to be this way. Yes, we have our differences in the past, but we've always found a way to get past them. I've always said it before. President Trump wants to usher in a new golden age for the United States, and a better path is to partner with Canada, not to punish it, he said. Meanwhile, Ontario said it will pull American alcohol products from its government-run liquor shelves beginning Tuesday in response to tariffs. Outlets of Liquor Control Board of Ontario will also take U.S. products out of its catalog so other retailers can't order or restock those items, according to Sunday's statement. So basically, I didn't know Canada. So Canada, the liquor is ran by the government. And they're saying they're taking all of it out. So you can't restock. Damn. What up, RC? So what Canada is saying is like all liquor from the States, oh, they pulling all of it. So even their retailers can't even stock up on it. They say, hell no, we gonna hold all that shit. Ain't nothing getting sold up here in Canada. Damn. What's an American oh, beer, Budweiser, Anaheim, Anheuser, fucking Miller Lite. Is Angry Orchard American? I like Angry Orchard. What's that? All that whiskey? Ew. Mm. Damn, they ain't playing, man. You know them you know them liquor companies ain't gonna like that. Mexico is also about retaliation following the news, although did not reveal specifics. But we know, I mean, this is an article from Saturday. We know that Mexico and America, they just I mean, that's pretty much it here. We'll talk about the Mexico and then we'll go on the list of products. What up, RD? New York Times. I know they're gonna BS us. All right, we'll go listen. Trump and President of Mexico say tariffs will be delayed for 1 month after talks. This ad will end. Let's see if they do a little bit of talking about it. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm J. Right now, we're just talking about a little bit of tariffs. We're just trying to figure out life, man. You know, we're just concerned citizens. That's it.
Mexico's president said they have reached a deal to pause those new U.S. tariffs by a month. Let's go back to NBC's Gabe Gutierrez at the White House. Our Brian Chung's also still with us here on set. Gabe, what more can you tell us?
Hi there, Anna. Well, these are very fast-moving developments, and also we just heard from the president within the past few moments on social media as well. But first to the social media posting from the Mexican president, Claudia Sheinbaum. She just said that Mexico will send 10,000 members of its National Guard to its border with the United States to prevent the flow of fentanyl into the U.S. The Mexican president also said that the U.S. will work to prevent arms trafficking into Mexico, and as a result, they are pausing tariffs for 1 month. Now, President Trump, within the past few moments, he posted on social media saying, confirming all of that, but also saying that there will be negotiations over the next month involving Secretary of State Marco Rubio and other high-level officials from the United States with high-level representatives from Mexico. The president says he looks forward to participating in those negotiations with President Sheinbaum as we attempt to achieve, quote, a deal between our two countries. So again, on the breaking news that these tariffs, at least with Mexico, have been paused for 1 month. But we should point out that the president, as late as Friday, had said that nothing could stop these tariffs from going into effect. So it appears we're seeing a real-time negotiation here between these top allies, and the president saying that he spoke with Mexico's president just this morning. Now, the question becomes, Anna, what will happen to Canada? President Trump said that he spoke with Prime Minister Trudeau just this morning, and he plans to speak with him again at 3 p.m. this afternoon. So there remains a real possibility we could see these tariffs avoided, at least in the short term, before they take effect at midnight tonight. But again, that's sizable news that is sure to have impact on financial markets, that these tariffs have been delayed at least for a month with regards to Mexico, Anna.
Target made Good and Gather for you.
Yeah, fentanyl comes from China. Actually, the most fentanyl comes from China. Mexico even said, like, hey, man, you over here worried about us. Obviously, Donnie and them don't know what they're doing, but the U.S. and Mexico reached an agreement on Monday to delay the 25% tariff on all Mexican imports for 1 month after Mexico agreed to ramp up security at its border, averting, at least for now, a move that could have driven up prices for U.S. consumers and stalled both countries' economies. Mexican president said and posted on social media, Mexico will immediately reinforce the northern border with 10,000 members of its National Guard to address drug trafficking from Mexico into the U.S. Trying to stop that brick of fit. Now, Trump said in his own post on social media that the U.S. will continue negotiation with Mexico over border security, headed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Treasury Secretary Scott, and Commerce Secretary Howard. The move came after Trump signed an executive order Saturday to place 25% tariff for nearly all goods coming to the U.S. from Canada, Mexico starting on Tuesday. So Canada still doesn't have a deal. We will be watching, and if you're in the Discord, we will be updating. If I come across any article, I'll put it in the chat. So what you're seeing is nobody's really backing down from Trump. He said nothing is going to stop these. We just got a 21-day delay because people are pretty much telling them, hey, man, you're dumb. This isn't going to work. This isn't going to be able to sustain for long periods of time. But we all knew this. I mean, I've been trying to tell you guys, but y'all don't. Back then, I didn't have a dozen eggs, but now I got a dozen eggs, and it seems like you guys are all tentative now. But back then, I didn't have a dozen eggs, and y'all were treating me like I didn't know what I was talking about. It's all right, though. I love y'all, man. We the Moets, you know what I mean? Sometimes we argue, we cuss, we fight, but one thing we never do is turn our backs on each other, even though some of y'all ain't subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Trump also placed 10% tariff on all Chinese imports and took steps to close a loophole that allows Chinese e-commerce companies like Temu and Shein to avoid tariffs by shipping packages worth less than $800 into the U.S. duty-free. Now, remember we were talking about that when I brought up the Amazon trying to do the same thing. Now, you see what they're doing? Amazon, Facebook, well, Meta, Amazon, Meta, Elon's, I don't even know what the hell his shit is, but you see how they trying to block everything? So now Amazon could just slide in there as long as you just donate a little bit of money. Same thing happened with Meta. They just settled an agreement. Trump getting blocked. No, that was just, trust me, that was Zuckerberg's way of giving Trump $25 million. That's all that was. 25 million because he blocked you. Well, hell, I need to give you. I was blocked on Instagram last week. Instagram, y'all should settle with me. You gave Trump 25 million. I take 25,000. You had me blocked on there. You had me blocked on there during the pandemic. I couldn't say stuff about we could say COVID on Instagram now. We could say COVID on goddamn YouTube now. I was blocked. I just need $25,000. You gave Trump 25 million to build a library that we're never going to see. That was just a way for them to give him $25 million for everything else that's about to come, because we know about the AI that's going on right now. But that's a whole different thing. We're on tariffs right now. In any package that was up under $800 that came from China, it didn't go through customs. It just came straight over and they wasn't getting taxed. So they're trying to avoid the tariffs on here for shipping packages worth less than $800, and that's what you've seen Shein and Temu do. They would send you multiple little packages instead of one big package, because hey, if it's up under, go straight through. The move triggered tariffs from Canada, Mexico, and threatened to do the same. China said it would challenge the tariffs with the World Trade Organization and take unspecified countermeasures in response. So let's hear what do Trump's tariffs do with our pockets.
Guess what? I just hired a UGC creator on Fiverr.
The brand's new content reached countless feeds. Reggie amazed everyone.
Man, nobody trying to read it. Like, come on, man. Get this shit off of here. Come on, Fiverr.
On what this could mean for.
Here you guys go, an educated version of what I've been explaining to you guys.
Let's talk about your wallet here. Investopedia editor-in-chief Caleb Silver is here with more on what this could mean for just your money. So when we look at these three countries, Canada, Mexico, China, last year made up nearly half of all imports into the U.S. Let's start with where are we going to see the impact right now?
Well, everywhere from the grocery store to the car dealership to filling up your car at the pump, because basically everything is going to have a tariff slapped on it. When you think about what we import from these countries, Mexico, it's a lot of fruits, it's a lot of vegetables, obviously. It's also a lot of car parts and some natural gas. When you think about Canada, we're talking about obviously timber. We're talking about natural gas and oil. You saw a 10% carve out there for Canadian oil. Very interesting in this tariff thing. That's the one thing that has smaller tariff on it, but also a lot of frozen potatoes, lots of grain, lumber, and steel. And then China, this is an everything tariff. We already have about $360 billion worth of tariffs on Chinese imports from the first Trump administration that the Biden administration added to. So basically everything. You're looking at this costing consumers anywhere from $500 a year to $1,500 a year in extra cost. At this point, we haven't seen too much retaliation news yet. As soon as that starts, these prices could go up.
Caleb, you mentioned tariffs in his first term. The last time that President Trump did this, if we look back there was a study from the Federal Reserve that found that there was a loss of American manufacturing jobs, which is interesting, and also these higher prices that we've been talking about. When would ripple effects like that start to happen, and explain those ripple effects to us?
When you think about the S&P 500, the 500 biggest companies in America, half of their revenue comes from exports to other countries. So if you get retaliatory measures there, that's going to increase their production costs over there, but it also increases their import costs for all the products they make here in America. And what do? They pass them on to the consumers, and either we end up paying the price with higher inflation, or we tap out, and that slows economic growth. So tariffs have this consequence where you get retaliation. We've already heard Canada talking about taxing agricultural products, alcohol, that's whiskey and bourbon, apparel, footwear, cars, and EVs. That hurts American exports as well, and it hurts jobs. It slows growth, and it messes up the supply chain, because all of a sudden, companies are wondering where they're going to get their materials from. Do they need to resource from other countries? How about their exports? This could be a supply chain nightmare for the first 6 to 12 months of this, depending on how long it lasts.
You hear that? The first 6 to 12 months. Plus, what haven't we fixed yet? There's a major thing we haven't fixed yet. Where's it at? Give me a second.
Let's talk about the stock market reaction. Last week we had a rough day on Wall Street. That was related to tech. This is not going to be that. What do we expect to see today, and where do we expect to see?
When you look at the futures right now in the stock market, it is concentrated in the Dow Industrials. We're talking about big car companies here, big pharma companies here, obviously, but companies that do a lot of exports to other countries. You're already seeing Dow futures down several hundred points. This could be one of those bad days on Wall Street again, because there's a lot of uncertainty here, and uncertainty is kryptonite for investors. We usually sell first and ask questions later. You're seeing a lot of that right now, but this is just beginning.
Yeah, is this the type of thing where it could be 1 or 2 rough days, or it could just keep going if a trade war keeps going?
Yeah, an escalating trade war could make this even worse over time, but right now investors are just selling in Asia, in Europe, and here in the United States before the market opens. Could be a rough one today.
All right.
And matter of fact, let's check our portfolios right now. I'm down 4,000 a day, and it's just getting cracking. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm down 3,400, but hopefully we'll hold in there, because I'm not trying to pull everything just to put it back in. Even though this is our chance, we could see another huge shift like during the pandemic. About 30,000 did your boy wonders during the pandemic. We'll definitely see how this is going. As of right now, I was going to do a live yesterday, but I was talking with the family. We're in talks of trying to get 20 acres of land. So that's something that we're looking to try to do fairly soon, maybe around summertime. Hopefully we can get that. And if we do, I'll be flying back to the States to show you guys the land, because I'm putting mine. I told them already, I want my plot by the lake, even though I'm never going to live there. My shit going to be by the lake. But anyway, let's go to the list of products, and then we'll continue on from here. With the tariffs, they talk about 6 to 12 months, depending on when this starts and how long it lasts. List of products from the United States subject to 25% tariffs effective February 4th, 2025, which is tomorrow. So at midnight. We'll just go all the way down. We already know about the countermeasures. So this is the first 30 billion that they're talking about out of the 155 billion, which is giving them 125 to go find suppliers elsewhere. So starting off with the tariffs. And remember, this is the tariffs on everything coming from the States. Now, it's going to hurt them, which they're going to stop buying from America. And remember, this does not apply to U.S. goods that are in transit to Canada on the day on which they came into force. So if it's coming in tomorrow, then it's not going to count. So hopefully they're stocking up, just like we've seen Walmart and other companies in October, November, stocking up on this, because when these tariffs happen, they're not trying to get anything else imported. It's like, hey, let's just chill. Let us sell our inventory, which once that inventory, supply and demand, once that inventory starts getting down, the demand is going to go up. Supply goes down, demand goes up, your pockets get hurt a little bit more. Then you got to go to work and you asking your boss, hey, boss, man, I need some extra money, man. Mo talking about he ain't coming through. If I only got 6 eggs at the house, I need to get at least a dozen. You know what I mean? But the kids, these little mofos, they going through eggs like crazy. I'm talking about 3 to 4 eggs a day. I'm like, hey, chill out on the eggs. 2 eggs a day. Mix it with a little bit of cheese or something, but chill out. Don't be eating 3, 4 eggs now. Eat 2 eggs. Get some toast or something. The list of products outlined at the tariff item at the level below should read in conjunction with the schedule to Canadian customs tariffs. Live poultry, that is to say fowls of the species, ducks, geese, turkeys. This is weighing no more than 185 grams. Fowls of the species. All right. So if you want duck from the States, Canada said we hitting you with 25%. Oh, Canadians. Same thing. All of this is the same. Turkey. Damn. We got a lot of wild turkeys here in the States that go elsewhere. Meat and edible. It's the same things. All this is falling up under. Man, just give us a regular list. We don't need all the details. So all the meat, all the pig fat, free, lean meat, poultry fat. And I guess they ain't gonna get no pig feet up there in Canada. Milk and cream. We got a lot of dairy down here too. So that's about to sit and go spoiled. Yogurt, buttermilk, curled milk, other fermented and acidic milk and cream. Yogurt containing chocolate, coffee extract, plants, parts of plants, cereals. Damn, man, Canada ain't gonna be able to get none of the good shit. Powdered buttermilk, whey protein. Damn, Canada about to, man, where they gonna get all this from? Mexico? Butter, dairy spreads, cheese and curd, grated or powdered cheese, all kinds of cheddar cheese. Oh, I can't go without no cheddar cheese. Mozzarella and cheddar cheese, my favorite cheese. Blue cheese. Ew. What else they got? Provolone, mozzarella, Swiss. Damn, man. Parmesan, Romano. Damn, man. Canada losing out on some good shit, man. They losing out. They got to get their cheese and shit from Mexico. That's like eating picante sauce from New York City, man. We don't do that. No. They losing all these birds, eggs. Well, right now we got bird flu, so the fertilized eggs, fresh eggs, egg yolks, dried. Damn, man, Canada, I feel sorry for y'all. Tomatoes, they can't even get honey. 25% on honey. Tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. Damn. Vegetables, and they can't get no beans. Nuts, fresh or dried. Citrus fruits. Oh man, they can't get Florida oranges. Mandarins. Oh, clementines. Oh, I know they hurt. I love me a clementine. Man, clementines, they so little bitty. Man, I be tearing clementines. Oh, damn. They getting hit with 25% on. clementines, the little bitty, the little. Damn, man, that right there will suck. I got some green apples, but I like clementines. I like them better than oranges. They little bitty. Damn, Canada, my bad, y'all. Y'all missing out on that, man. Y'all missing out. Grapefruit, lemons, oh man, melons, peaches, apricots, cherries, plums. Oh man. Damn, Canada. Watermelon. Oh man. Limes? Oh, you can't even put the lime in the coconut. Oh man. Damn, Canada, 25% on that. Damn, that sucks. I ain't gonna lie to you. That ain't right. Fruit should not have no 25% tariff. Oh man. Damn. They whooping Canada. Well, Canada implemented this. So it's unfortunate because yeah, the Canadians got to pay for this. But guess what? Once they cut that off, all of the American, well, so this is how this is going to play out. Let's just use like the oranges and stuff as an example. Canada got 25% on there. So let's just say it's $10 or no, yeah, we'll do $10. Fuck it. We'll do $10. So that 25% is $2.50. Now, your 10 oranges are $12.50. The only problem is it's $12.50 for those same 10 oranges. I don't know if Canada heard or not, but we have an immigration problem. So now, not only do you have that $2.50 on top of it, guess what? We don't have anyone out there collecting no oranges. So now, instead of it being that 25%, guess what? They not moving the oranges. They got a lower quantity. So now that 250 turns into almost 50% because they got to up the price because they got a limited quality. Well, quantity, my bad, quality. The quality should be good. But then again, the quality is going to go down because if no one's out in the field collecting the oranges, that means they're just sitting out there. So now instead of having that 25% tariff on there where you're spending $12.50, you're really going to have to get hit with another $2.50. But guess what? Now the Canadians are looking for other sources to get the oranges. So that means the American oranges are doing what? Just sitting and rotting because they depended on these other countries to buy it. The overflow of oranges, hey, this is the set amount we got going there. So now Canada's paying $15 for those same 10 oranges, but then the oranges are sitting here. And then in return for us, the same thing. Now that we're not exporting anything, you would think the price would go down because there's a surplus of oranges, but it's not going to work that way because if we're getting rid of all of the migrant workers, that means the oranges are going bad. It's a surplus. Now we got to sell them. We got to get rid of them. But there's only a certain amount that's good because they don't have enough time to collect all the fresh ones. We got these, we got to get them. So now the quality for the American has went down. The price may have went down also, but the quality is going down because we're not keeping up with the normal cycle. So it's just piling up and it's just sitting in there. It's just like, hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me bananas. Daylight's come on, me won't go home. Day, me so day. Remember, he was counting up the bananas because he wanted to go home. He got a quota to meet. You got a quota to meet, but if you ain't meeting this quota, they going bad because it's 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Yeah, see, work all night, dine a drink of rum. Daylight come on, me one go. Oh. Yeah, it's 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. We ain't got no 8 foot bunch out there because all of our migrants are gone. The ones that were getting paid up under the table because guess what? They said that they stealing all the jobs, but ain't no American about to get out in that field and collect them damn oranges up under that sun. I don't care if it's 70 degrees outside in Florida or 90 degrees. Americans ain't doing it. So now the quality is going down for us. These farmers, they already talk about, man, hey, dog, this ain't nobody showing up for work. Construction sites, screwed. We're going to go into migrants next, but let's just continue on with this. We're just going to follow it down the road, man. Peaches, raspberries, blackberries, mulberries, Logan. What the hell is a Loganberry? It sounds like some shit from a goddamn a Loganberry. How to grow Loganberries. Oh, this is that wild stuff. We had loganberries in our backyard, I think. The North American blackberry and the European raspberry. So they call them raspberry. I never heard of a loganberry. Oh, okay. Coffee, not roasted, non-decaffeinated. Well, they can definitely get coffee from like Colombia and everywhere else. They definitely not coming to us for that. Green tea, black tea, partly fermented tea, pepper, neither crushed nor ground, crushed pepper, fruits. We know that. So right now it just looks like they're all of the vanilla, cinnamon tree flowers, cloves, nutmeg. So it seems like everything that they're really, oh, well, this list is long as hell. I don't know if we're gonna go through all of this, but this looks like all ginger, wheat, rye, barley, oats, rice. Shit, man, you better start getting your rice from overseas, man. Nah, this is for Canada. This is all of the American products that go to Canada that are going to have 25% on. So it's not affecting us. This isn't anything we're getting from Canada. This is just everything that we're sending to Canada, which is going to affect us. Because if Canada isn't buying this stuff, it's just sitting here and going to waste. And in return, if these other countries, like, they're supplying whole countries. So if they put tariffs on here and they stop, let's say this company has 5,000 workers. If 30 to 40% of our surplus goes to a whole country, if we're not moving that 30 to 40%, that 5,000 employees we have, we got to lay them off. We got to cut back from 5,000 to 2,500 because we're supplying a whole country, but the country said, we got 21 days. We're not going to buy from America. It's not doing anything but hurting Americans. We're going to see more layoffs. People going to be losing their jobs. And people could be like, oh, these companies, listen, I understand. But you have to realize business is business. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. You got to minimize expenses in order to make money. When you start a business, and that's why business is so cutthroat. The only reason you start a business, there's no business that started to fail. Every business is created to make money, and removing expenses is what you do. Now they're trying to run America. They're trying to run America like a business. But see, the difference is you can't fire federal employees. So that's why they want you to resign. And then they're going to screw you over because it's going to be in your record that you quit. They're not going to rehire you. It's already hard enough to get into the system. So once you get there, just sit there. Because once you quit, once you resign, your health insurance that you didn't enroll in, you remember it just opened up from October to December 12th. Remember you signed up for it? When your ass quit, it's over with. It's gone. Everything's gone. It's over with. No insurance. You're done. You're done. You just quit. There's no insurance for the rest of the year. Your annual cleaning that you getting, you ain't getting the annual cleaning. You thought you was going to get your eyes checked. You ain't getting your eyes checked. Your goddamn back got to hurt. You ain't going to get that back checked. You just going to be a hurt nigga sitting at home. So don't do it. Don't do it. Vegetable saps, extracts, fats and oils. So all of this right here is just like food. Let's go see if they're doing anything else besides food. Preserved meat, pasta, uncooked. Damn, they put this list together. Well, they probably already had this list and they just added to it. So they putting 25% on water, mineral water, non-alcoholic beverages, chocolate milk, Coca-Cola, Pepsi about to be mad as hell. That's what's going to happen, though. All of these companies, they're going to go to the government like, hey, man, y'all got to cut these tariffs off, man. They ain't buying our shit. Beer made from malt, wine, fresh grapes. What's something major that they got on here? Damn, not the sparkling water. cider, prune wine. Ethanol alcohol. Ethyl alcohol, not ethanol. Ethyl alcohol, tobacco refused, cigars, cigarettes, smoking tobacco. Now, that's one thing. There's two things. Well, actually, three things. There's three things, no matter what the cost is, people will always buy: drugs, cigarettes, and liquor. No matter what the cost is, those three, people will go without eating to go get them a cigarette. People won't sleep for 7 days if it means they can get a hit of that rock. Those three things, any type of drug, heroin, meth, coke, crack, pills, liquor, and cigarettes, those three right there, people will quit their job and go sit on a corner in order to get that shit, man. One of my coworkers, in the morning time, I'll be back, y'all. I'm about to go get me a pack of cigarettes. Like, nigga, it is 8 o'clock in the morning. What happened to the pack you got yesterday? Oh, man, come on, Mo. You know, I smoked all them. Like, damn, nigga, you need to chill out on that shit, man. You only like a year older than me. You look about 55. And you hit another one of them, you might be 76. You need to calm down, man. Just save you some money, bro. Nicotine. Let's see. Oh, beauty and makeup. Oh man, no, my girl Fenty, man. Lip makeup, eye makeup, manicure, pedicure, natural sands of all kind. Why is Canada buying sand? Shampoos, preparation for permanent waving or straight. Oh, you can't even. No, they taking away our sporting waves, man. To all the Canadians, man, I feel bad. Y'all ain't gonna be able to get no waves. Y'all ain't gonna be able to straighten. Y'all can't get that soul glow. You can't get that over there without getting taxed. Oh man, they said permanent wave, and you can't get waves in Canada no more. It costs 25% extra to get waves in Canada. Oh man, I know do-rags and went up. Do they wear do-rags in Canada? To all my Canadian people, y'all wear do-rags up there? Y'all just fucking say fuck it. Damn, they getting rid of permanent waving or straightening. Damn, you can't even get your hair straightened up there in Canada without them busting you over your head. You go into the barber shop. Yeah, man, I need you to cut it down so I can get them waves. Barber talking about, man, you want to save some money, man. I advise you grow it out, man. Them wave products, 25% extra. Damn, you can't even. Oh, man. They putting 25% tariffs on dental floss. Oh, you can't even floss your teeth. You can't even shave. Oh, you can't get Gillette shaving gel. Oh, man, they whooping ass over in Canada. Deodorant. Oh, my God. Disinfectant properties. No perfume. Oh, man, shaving is going. Oh, man, hell no. Being there dry shaving, just run some water over the razor and get to it. Damn. They trying to make my Canadian Connect funky, man. Hey, man, if you need me to smuggle you some deodorant across the border, man, holla at me, man. Y'all hit my P.O. box up, man. I'll send you some deodorant, man. We ain't gonna let you get hit with no 25. Deodorant, come on, man. You can't put tariffs on deodorant. We can't have people walking around funky. Now, I understand shit is it's a tariff war, but we can't have people walking around funky. Adding 25% to deodorant, and that right there is where we got to draw the line. We got to draw the line on deodorant. Like, come on, can we, like, hey, all countries, look, we need to have a sit down. Deodorants, no tariffs. No tariffs on deodorant. Everyone needs to wear deodorant. When we come into these meetings for negotiation, everybody needs to be putting on deodorant. We can't Canada, y'all got to pull back from the 25%. Everything else you can keep, but we got to pull back on the deodorant. Let's have some decency. Bath salts, bath preparations, cosmetic or toilet preparation. Oh my goodness. What up, Gravity? Deodorants, yeah, same thing. Soap and organic surface active products, preparation in forms of bars, cakes. Oh man, they hitting them over the head with soap too. Covered with soap or detergent for toilet use. You can't even wash your butt up there without getting hit with 25. Oh my goodness. You washing your ass in Canada costs an extra 25%. Damn. Hey, Canada, man, I advise y'all to buy y'all own soap, man. Don't buy none of the American soap. 25% extra just to wash your butt is crazy. he said the white people loving these tariffs. No soap. They just let the water hit your body. Hey, man, if you in Canada, man, buy Canadian soap, man. That's too far, man. We can't be putting tariffs. Like, we got to let deodorant, like hygienic shit. Like, come on, man. You just trying to take a regular shower and it's 25% extra. Oh, come on, man. That's just, we done took it too far, man. Ugh. All right, so let's see what else they got. Floor coverings and plastic. Damn, you can't even get the wall ceiling covers combined with knitted woven fabrics. Damn, you can't even get your floor nothing done right now. Damn, they putting on baths, shower baths, sinks, wash basins, lavatory pans, seats and covers, flush. Oh, damn, man. They getting all right. Now we're getting into all the tableware, kitchenware, shutters, blinds, doors. Rubber, light trucks used on aircraft, motorcycles, bikes. Damn, you can't use rubber on nothing. Oh, this is for tires? Oh my goodness. New pneumatic tires or rubber. Jeez. Yeah, they really look. Hey, y'all remember they said they're only doing this on $30 billion worth of stuff? I wonder what the other $125 billion worth of product is. This is a lot of shit. And we're not even, look, if you look over here, we're not even halfway down the list. And they're talking about this is only 30 billion. There's 125 other billion things that have tariffs in 21 days that they're allowing their companies to go and look for. This is a lot of shit just to be 30. We're not even half. We probably like a third of the way done. We're obviously not gonna go through all of this, but I just wanted to see what like all the main, like the big stuff. This is the first $30 billion. There's still $125 billion worth of stuff we don't even know about. Trunks, suitcases, vanity cases, executive cases, briefcases, school satchels. Kids can't even go to school. Well, the feminine products that was like up here with the makeup and like all. I just didn't read all of it, but all of that's in the yeah, like bath salts. All of this is up in here. I just didn't read all of it. Washing the skin in form of liquid or cream, because it was something that was talking about. Yeah, it's a whole bunch. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going into depth on all of this, but I just wanted to see what the main stuff is. Trunk, suitcases, vanity cases, shopping bags, wallets, purses, map cases. What the fuck is a map case? Who got a map case? Cigarette cases, tobacco pouches, bottle cases, jewelry boxes, powder boxes, cutlery cases, and similar containers of leather, sheeting of plastics, Golly. They ain't playing around. Sports bags, articles of apparel, clothing, belts, gloves, mittens. Wood, tropical wood, mahogany, teak wood. Damn, boy, I tell you, they ain't playing around, ain't they? Maple wood, other confernias, the pine trees, particle board, oriented strand board, OSB, similar board, for example, wafer board. Oh, okay, a wafer board, like what you put in the ceilings. Fiberboard, damn, plywood. Yeah, man, Canada ain't playing around. This is only 30 billion, man. Jeez Louise. Handkerchiefs, toilet paper, envelopes. Damn, 25% on envelopes. You can't even. Oh my goodness. Shit. The price of stamps and already went up, and now they hitting us over the head with envelopes. Toilet paper. Oh, you ain't buying no. Hey, I got 3-ply in my main bathroom. You know, upstairs they get 2-ply, but my bathroom is 3-ply because you know only the softest pause for my tushy. But yeah, you in Canada don't buy no goddamn 3-ply toilet paper from America. 25% extra just to wipe your butt, just to hop in the shower and pay an extra 25 for the soap. Then on top of that, another 25% to put deodorant on, plus the perfumes and colognes that come. Oh my goodness. Let's do the math. You use the bathroom, that's 25% on the toilet paper. Then soap to wash your hands, another 25%. So we already at 50%. Then you got to take a shower. Soap, 25%. That's 75%. Your shampoo, 25, another. That's 100% right there. Then you got to put your lotion on. That's another 25%. You had 125%. Then you got to put your, like you said, your lotion, your deodorant on. That's 150%. Just going to the bathroom, one day is 150% extra a day. Oh, hell no. Damn, Canada. Hey, Canadians, y'all need to buy your own products, man. I know it's a small amount. I know we thinking 25%, maybe an extra for it, like deodorant, it might be $1.10 extra, but that adds up, man. I'm telling you, that adds up. And just from the toilet to the shower and getting ready for bed is an extra 150% in tariffs if you buy an American products. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Well, that's really all we're going to go through on here, but oh Lord, I didn't even get into this. Handkerchiefs, cleansing or facial tissues and towels. So the towel I think Canadians, they fall into they don't use towels. I think aren't Canadians just like bar on skin? Ain't that what Canadians do? I don't think they use like loofahs and stuff, do they? I think Canadians are just soap on skin or water run down the body. I'm not familiar. I've never been to Canada, so I'm not sure how you guys do, because I know our white folk, they just let the water like hit their body and they all right with that. Like they don't wash below the waist, I think, or below the knee or something. So nah, whenever you watch them commercials, I ain't never seen no commercial where somebody was washing up with a towel. It's just straight bar on body. You know what I'm saying? Bar on body. You go over there, you look in their bathroom, the bar of soap would be molded like like they body or something. Like, damn, nigga, how long you been using that soap, man? You ain't got like no goddamn liquid soap, no body wash or nothing. Like, using a bar of soap for. I got some stuff called ancient cosmetic, but you know what I mean? I use a loofah. Change your loofah. Don't be using that same loofah. No, hey, every 2 months, 2-3 months, change that loofah. More than that, probably. I bought mine in packs of 3. You know what I mean? Mine's like almost after 4 weeks, I try to use a new one. I don't really like using the same loofah. Plus, the loofahs get all like worn out and stuff. Try to change those out, man, like you do your toothbrush. Tablecloths. Folding. Oh, yeah, they got a lot of stuff. All right. That right there is the tariffs. I order my loofahs off of Amazon. My loofahs come with the stick, the stendo. Pause. You know what I mean? I got to be able to reach my back. I ain't trying to be in the bathroom doing aerobics. You know what I'm saying? My loofah come with a stick. You know what I mean? I don't use just the hand loofah where you I got a stick on mine. Get all back there. Make sure you get your whole back.